Up next, I have John Farrell, Planning Board. Good evening, sir.
Hello, all.
So,
Do you want to do an opening statement, sir, and then we'll ask questions?
Sure. John Farrell. I've served on the planning board for 11 years. That does mean something. It knows, in my understanding of a quasi-judicial board, the rules, the regulations, the state regulations, the site plan regulations, and all of the governing pieces of the planning board is well understood. Served a little while on the town council. I probably have attended hundreds of meetings. So I have a pretty good idea about how things work. It's always been an honor to serve in this community. This is a great community. It's the place where we live, it's the place where we raise our families, and I continue to want to be in the position to do this. I was asked by several people, to bring my experience and especially my historical knowledge. The historical knowledge that is sadly, dying off in the community because we just all get older. So I'm open to your questions. I do want to just take a moment to thank the chairman and the vice chairman. I did have a close friend pass away this weekend. I didn't know if I had to fly out today. Turns out I didn't have to. And I can't be here on December 1st. So I thank you for your condolences and your kindness, and I appreciate it.
Any questions from the... Any questions?
I've got questions.
Okay, Dan?
So, what do you see as issues with the planning board that needs to be addressed as our town is growing?
Could you please clarify that? What issues are you speaking of?
Do you see any issues? Do you see any issues that need to be addressed with the planning board, or do you think everything is just working fine the way it is?
Well, our regulations haven't been updated in 10 years, and that needs to be done first. And that needs to be proactively done.
So Londonderry currently has a developer that they hire a company to do their drone traffic study if it's required. What are your thoughts of having the developer put the money in escrow with the town and have the town hire a company to do the traffic study?
I would need legal clarification on that. I don't know if the town actually has the ability to do that or not. If the legal clarification is that the town can do that, traffic studies have always been something of controversy in the town for many, many years. But I would need legal clarification to know whether or not that would be allowed.
How do you feel about preserving some of our property in the community from some of these developers?
Well, I was actually an original member of the Open Space Committee.
Okay.
That Open Space Committee preserved about $14 million worth of open space. Had we not preserved that open space as an original member of that committee, our build-out would have been 42,000 people. Since we preserved all that, the land that we could, and anyone that was willing to sell to the town, our build-out stands around 32 or 33,000 people. So I think my record is pretty clear on open space. We bought everything everybody was willing to sell to us.
Okay. I bring this up because in 2010, the Conservation Commission came to the Town Council, which you were on, and they had agreed to purchase a parcel of land on Pillsbury Road at Gilchrist, owned by Andy Mack. Council at that time felt that $900,000 wasn't enough. Was too much, actually, to buy for that property. And Pillsbury Realty actually closed on that property in September of 2010, at just over $1 million, $1,050,000. And I bring that up because now this is part of the PUD, and you're going to have all kinds of houses up there that are going to be developed. And
Well,
I
the
just
PUD
think,
did not exist in 2010.
well, it's not part of that. So,
Okay?
so now it's becoming, it's all going to be residential. So I bring that up because I just feel that if you were on the council, you could have preserved that property. From conversations I had with Mr. Mack when he was alive, it was a conversation. It was an agreement that Conscom had come through, agreed to. It was a pretty good agreement, 900,000, only to have, a developer now put homes in there.
So what's your question?
That's my point.
So what's your question? I don't understand your question.
I just wanted to make a point, since you were on the council, all right, you could have prevented some of this development over there on.
All right,
Hillsborough.
since you brought it up,
Yep.
and I know the historical knowledge of it,
Okay,
at that time, they used the GIS system to map out that piece of land on what could be built and what couldn't be built. And after the analysis was done and brought back to the town council, the analysis said the land was only worth about $680,000. And we were willing to pay Mr. Mack $680,000. He decided not to sell it to the town. And that was after the experts went out and looked at the land and decided how much it was worth.
okay. Let's talk about Gilchrist Road. Londonderry taxpayers voted 2003 for open space conservation easement for 1.23 million. Conservation was very important for the people in this community. We wanted to preserve that. Wasn't it your decision as a counselor to bring that warrant article forward to the taxpayers to remove that conservation easement and sell the property to the, so the developer can then build homes up there?
Well, Councilor Bouchard, I know you're new. The councilors don't make decisions to do things. What they do is they put things to the warrant. The voters make the decision on what to do. An offer was made to the town. A warrant was put forward to the voters.
But as a counselor, it's your decision whether to bring that warrant forward, correct?
It's a decision of 5 councilors, Councilor.
Okay. But you were one of those counselors, is what I'm saying.
What does that have to do with an appointment to the planning board?
Yeah, can we keep the line of questioning to planning board things, not things he's done as a town councilor?
Oh, I think the things that he's done as town councilor does reflect his position that could be affected on the planning board. That's all I have to say at this point.
And I'm gonna ask John's favorite question. Do you perceive any conflict of interest with you sitting on the planning board?
I have no conflict of interest. Anytime I had presented with a conflict of interest during my entire service, I took the time to look at it and abide by state law. And I have no conflict of interest.
And my very last question, and I don't know if this is correct or not, but you and Art Rug created the PUD? You wrote that document?
No, I did not write that document.
Okay.
Attorney Michael Ramsdell wrote that document.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Everyone good?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.